Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nur Laila, and this video is about plosive sound for English phonetic and phonology. Do you know plosive sounds? So, plosive are a group of consonant sounds that involve fully blocking the air as it is released. Plosive sounds have three types: bilabial, alveolar, and velar. Now we talk about the definition. Bilabial. Bilabial is a type of sound in the group of labial consonants that are made with both lip bilabial and bipartially stopping the air coming from the mouth when the sound is pronounced. Alveolar. Alveolar consonants are consonant sounds that are produced with the tongue close to or touching the right behind the teeth on the roof of the mouth. The name comes from alveoli, the socket of the teeth. Velar. Velar consonant is a consonant that is pronounced with the back part of the tongue against the soft palate, as known as the velum, which is the back part of the roof of the mouth. Bilabial sounds. Bilabial p. How to pronounce the p sounds? P sound is unvoiced. The vocal cord do not vibrate while producing it, and it is the counterpart to the voiced p sound. To create the p, air is briefly prevented from leaving the vocal tract by closing the lips. The sound is aspirated when the air is released. The aspiration for a p is greater than the aspiration for a b. Example: spell, people, shopping. Bilabial b. How to pronounce b sounds? The b sound is voiced. The vocal cord vibrate while producing it, and it is the counterpart to the unvoiced p sound. To create the b, air is briefly prevented from leaving the vocal tract by closing the lips. The sound is aspirated when the air is released. The aspiration for a b is less than the aspiration for a b. For example, grab, husband, bird. Bilabial t. How to pronounce the t sound? The t sound is unvoiced. The vocal cord do not vibrate while producing it, and it is the counterpart to the voiced b sound. To create the t, air is briefly prevented from leaving the vocal tract when the tip of the tongue presses against the tooth right while the sides of the tongue presses against the upper side teeth. The sound is aspirated when the air is released. The aspiration for t is greater than aspiration for a b, especially when it is the first sound of a word or the first sound of a stressed syllable. Example: tell, take, advantage. Alveolar sound. Alveolar sound d. How to pronounce d sound? The d sound is voiced. The vocal cords vibrate while producing it, and it is the counterpart to the unvoiced d sound. To create d, air is briefly prevented from leaving the vocal tract when the tip of the tongue presses against the tooth right while the sides of the tongue press against the upper side teeth. The sound is aspirated when the air is released. The aspiration from d is less than the aspiration for a d. Example: dark, food, day. Velar sounds. Velar g. How to pronounce the g sound? The g sound is unvoiced. The vocal cord do not vibrate while producing it, and it is the counterpart to the voiced g sound. To create g, air is briefly prevented from leaving the vocal tract when the back of the tongue leaves and presses against the soft palate and the back of the mouth. The sound is aspired when the air is released. The amount of aspiration used to produce a k is greater than that used for a k. Example: kite, kill, kitchen. Filler sounds. Filler k. How to pronounce k sound? The k sound is voiced. The vocal cord vibrates while producing it, and it is the counterpart to the unvoiced k sound. To create the k, air is briefly prevented from leaving the vocal tract when the back of the tongue lifts and presses against the soft palate at the back of the mouth. The sound is aspirated when the air is released. The amount of aspiration used to produce a k is less than that for a k. Example: good, green, give. That's all of plosive sounds. If you have questions, let me know. Thank you. Assalamualaikum.